Welcome to Dharatal Education. If you're a PhD scholar or a social science researcher, you know the frustration of handling raw, unorganized data. Today, we are going to move beyond basic spreadsheets and build a systematic, reproducible workflow using the Stata software. While tools like Excel or SPSS are common, Stata provides a distinct advantage for research. It processes large datasets faster than SPSS and uses a hybrid interface that allows you to choose between point-and-click menus and direct command line instructions. To use this software effectively, you have to understand the layout of its 5 core panels. The command window is where you type instructions. The results window displays your output. The review window tracks your history. The variables window lists your data columns. And the Properties window provides the technical details for each variable. Understanding this spatial layout is your first step. Before you can automate a single task, you need to know exactly where your data lives and where your commands are recorded. To import an Excel file, type Import Excel, the file name in quotes, followed by first row clear. This instruction is vital. It tells Stata your spreadsheet's first line contains variable names, ensuring it doesn't treat your headers as actual data points. Once loaded, we run a health check. The Describe command reveals the dataset structure, while the Summarize command calculates the actual descriptive statistics for every single variable. In the results window, you instantly see the mean, minimum, and maximum values. This is where you identify errors, like a data entry mistake where a participant's age is listed as a negative number. This initial mathematical inspection is the gatekeeper for your research. It ensures the data you are about to analyze is accurate before beginning any complex modeling. Large data sets often contain variables that aren't relevant to your specific study. You use the drop command to remove unnecessary columns, leaving you with a clean workspace. Remember that Stata is case-sensitive. If you capitalize a command that should be lowercase, the software won't recognize it. Consistency in your syntax will save you hours of troubleshooting. Sometimes, raw data doesn't directly answer your research question. You may need to mathematically transform existing variables to create a more useful metric. To do this, we use the generate command. For example, typing generate income underscore double equals income multiplied by 2 creates an entirely new column based on your existing data. You can also use the recode command to simplify your data. This takes a continuous variable, like age, and groups it into specific categories like young adult or senior. This entire process of cleaning and transformation is how you turn a raw spreadsheet into a set of testable research questions. Now we arrive at the core analysis, running a regression to see if the relationship between your variables is statistically significant. Type reg, your dependent variable, then your independent variables. Press Enter for a full regression table. The R-squared value in the top right indicates how well your model explains data variation. The p-value column below determines the statistical significance of each variable. Once you have these results, you don't want to have to repeat all these steps manually if your data changes. This is where the do file comes in. It acts as a script that records every command you've used. By saving your history into this file, you create a permanent record of your work. The benefit is immediate. If you find an error in your original data, you don't have to retype anything. You simply fix the data and click Run to repeat the entire analysis instantly. Stata's real power is reproducibility. It turns what would be hours of repetitive manual work into a process that can be updated in seconds. You have now moved from a raw Excel file to a fully scripted research workflow. Learning to use commands and do files is an investment that pays off as you move into more complex projects. It allows you to focus on the results of your research rather than the mechanics of the software. Try applying the do file you created today to a different dataset. You will see how the same script can handle new information without any extra effort. This is just the start of your journey with Stata. Subscribe to Dharatal Education for our next session, where we will use these same tools to analyze complex survey data from the NSSO and NFHS.